analysis, as your pest analysis. What you want people to know, the public to know about you. Please let me write this down. Perception is stronger than reality. Let me write it down. Perception is stronger than reality. What people perceive of you is more important than who you really are. I learned this a hard way in Abuja. When I just got to Abuja from Abiona, when I started consulting. A man who has a very nice church, sizable church, invited me to come and speak on business. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I don't have a church. I go from church to church, from boardroom to boardroom. We have agreed. So, about a week to the program, he now invited me to come. That he wants us to look at the timetable together. When do we start? When do we have break and all that? And I said, I'm coming. So as I wanted to drive out of the house, I saw that the traffic is heavy. And I parked the car. So I took a bike. And in order to meet up with the time, and I got there, we look at the timetable, day 1, day 2, day 3, and then, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So as we stepped out, so man of God, where did you park? Oh, I came on a bike and he just paused. He looked at me. He now called his driver to go and drop me. He canceled the program. It pained me. I was angry. I deleted his number from my phone. So one day my pastor came to dedicate my new office, my new car, and I was now telling her. She said yes. Said God is the one that sees the inside. I learned my lesson the hard way. From that day, 2011 till now, I sold all my 3 cars, I bought 1. From that day, my wristwatch, my fabrics, my shoes, my cars, it's intentional. So you must be intentional with your corporate profile. I have one big boy, one big pastor in Gwarimpa. January 2020. I was 50 in 2019. So 2020, my friends abroad and the ones in the country, the ones abroad bought me a car. And then the ones in the country also bought me a car. But I love the ones who are abroad. They brought me a very good American Chrysler. The car looks like Rolls Royce. So he has been hearing about me. I've been hearing about him. I wanted to have a program, and I went to see him to talk to him about that program. Big boy, Gwarimpa, man, big church there, 2 services. And we got talking, he just crossed his leg, was looking at me. I said, I want to organize this program. If you can send your members to attend, my fees are 200,000. It was just, I don't think we can attend. We have a program that day. And then he didn't say yes, he didn't say no. I've heard a lot about you. Nice to meet you. We exchange numbers and, As I parked the car opposite his church, up direct. So as we stepped out like this, and he said, man of God, where did you park? Is that your car? When he saw the car, he said, man of God, we have nursery school. Come and check our nursery school. Come and see our secondary school. He began to take me around the church. How's your program like next Sunday? We'll be having a special business service. All the no became yes when they saw my machine. All the no's became yes. I learned whatever somebody has experienced is not a very good teacher, but it's a bad one. What did I say now? Experience is not what? It's not a good teacher, but it's a bad one. Very bad teacher. Abuja, you came for a job of 200 million, and you are wearing, and your shoe, one day in our church, one man was pursuing my pastor. I have this business idea. I have this. Please come. Let me come and show you. I don't need to come Sunday service. Just your workers meeting. So she now told one of the church council. The person prevailed over pastor, and she asked if the man to come Tuesday during our strategic and leadership training. Pastors sit in front. Elders have where they sit. There is a way we arrange. So this man came. And he opened the laptop, Toshiba. The laptop is old. The man was speaking convincingly. The man was explaining everything. But do you know what was happening? All the pastors in the front, they were looking at the man's shoe. I think that shoe must have visited shoemaker about 5 or 6 times. You know shoes that have visited shoemaker when you see one. I can tell you the shoe that I've seen shoemaker once. I can tell you the shoe that I've seen shoemaker. I can tell you if I see one. They were looking at the man's shoe. And the man brought the proposal. Nobody registered. Nobody registered. Because he has nothing to prove to defend what he came to sell. Will you buy a cough syrup from somebody who is coughing? Will you learn how to slim when a fat somebody is teaching you? Can you listen to somebody who is bankrupt when he's telling you about financial intelligence? Let's set the record straight. So your corporate profile, from the beginning to the end, the content writes, the business plan is bankable. Now, corporate profile must be the bride. Your corporate profile must be the bride of your organization. Must have an appeal. If you see my corporate profile, it's very beautiful. If you see, I pay so much on graphics. You know why? Your corporate profile is your image maker. Don't forget. You see, if you check me, the way I coach is very different. If I'm going to take you on 24 points and I have 1 hour, 30 minutes, I will use 1 hour to talk. Do you know why? My mentor taught me something. He said, if you have 24 hours to cut down a tree, use 20 hours to sharpen your axe. Yesterday, watch me very well. I was moving heavy stuff because I need to realign our mindset. Two set of people are here. Those who want free money and those who don't want free money. Those who want free money, they are about 80 to 90%, and there are 10% who doesn't want free money. So I was after those who want free money because you've had enough free money. And it's not how much you have that will make you. It is who you are. Who can still remember what I said yesterday? It is not... Umo, calm down.
It's not who you know that counts. It's who you are after you've met the person. No. When you meet the person.
No, you almost get there.
It's not who you know that matter. It's who you are when you meet the person.
That's it. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. I will see that the GO this year. Maybe he will give me 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But I have been preparing to meet him since 2009. Yes. That's why I'm not in a hurry. One Oyinbo from America will now book an appointment on my behalf that he knows so well. I will not follow that man. So I will not appear like this at the Chris. I will come with Robert Liadon, who has written God's Generals, who has been doing it for 36 years, who has sold 60 million copies, known all over the world. Every general in the world wants to meet him. Now you go carry me. By that time, I now talk about finish the business plan, the God's general, which is the key. I want to open the door. I will now talk about how to alleviate poverty in the body of Christ. There is no how he will not give me his phone number after that discussion. I don't want anybody to give me his phone number. Now he will give me. It took me from 2009. I don't dey waka, I don't dey pray. You can only control your preparation, you cannot control your opportunity. A day will come, he will tell you have 3 minutes. Do you know what it means? When you say you have 3 minutes. Somebody who is pastoring over 8 million people. You now have opportunity. You can only control your preparation. When they see your corporate profile, whether on your website, whether a printout, they must first impression last long. What are we talking about here? So forgive me. Why? Because you want to hear the 17 chapters. Toki, you will not be my PA today because you are late. You will not be I'll find another PA today because you are late. And that reminds me, I want the full house to still come so that I can make this announcement. If you're a good driver, you can navigate any of the states. You're a good graphic artist. You can work under pressure because I'm not a normal human being. If you're a very good graphic artist and you're an IT guru, please see Umo. Umo, please stand up. See her and write your name and your number. You're a good driver. You are not afraid. You can drive 1 a.m. You can move at any time. You are a good graphic artist. You are a good IT guru. Please see Umo and write your name. I'll get across to you. I'll need your service. I want to beg of you, and please remind me when we have a full house to make the announcement again. I'm raising a team from this gathering. I wasn't expecting this crowd. I was expecting about 100 people thereabouts, and I have an understanding that this is where the journey really begins. So I want to beg of us, let us make up our mind to create a good impression from any material that represents us. Narrowly now talking, corporate profile is a 17-chapter document that represents your organization. Don't forget I said the business plan is your strategy. You have to hide it. It belongs to your trade secrets. But your corporate profile is the outer document. The business plan, the business proposal, is your strategy to your business proposal is your strategy to convince your investor. Your business plan is your document you have to hide to run your organization. Your corporate profile is the document you need to show the world of who you are. And the first thing, I don't want to talk so broadly. I want to talk narrowly now. I will pick an entrepreneurship academy. Let's say, for example, now that Daddy Gio decided to change Redeemer's Secondary School to Redeemer's Entrepreneurship Academy. So that's what I'm going to use now. Do we agree? I want to use that as a case study. I told him that, sir, we can change the Redeemer's College to Redeemer's Entrepreneurship Academy. So this is the corporate profile. The first chapter is called Preamble. Preamble is the chapter whereby you stand like a lawyer to argue the reason why we need to convert our secondary school to, entrepreneurship academy. Why? Is because you will now go back that man is supposed to learn how to read, how to write, how to speak, and how to listen. But Great Britain came to only teach us how to read, how to write, how to speak, but they didn't teach us how to listen. And because of this, all we know is how to go to school, get a degree, and get a job. You will go back to the foundation why your organization exists. Please don't forget, let me repeat myself. Preamble is a argument you must present to prove why your organization is needed in that generation. You will go to the foundation that we are actually we are giving a kind of a curriculum whereby it's no more fitted for the present economy. You will need to prove in your preamble that the secondary schools, the schools of today, are no more relevant to the reality of the post-COVID economy. You will need to prove in your background that the schools we had, 2019, March, all the owners of private school, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, had their national convention in Owerri. And they invited me. They mistakenly invited me to come and talk about entrepreneurship. And I did ask a question. Very simple question. I said, why you've invested, some of you have invested 1 billion, 2 billion in secondary schools, in nursery, primary, and secondary schools. You have done well. You came to rescue the schools because Unity Schools has been destroyed by the Northerners, by the Fulanis. They've destroyed Unity Schools. They intentionally. And the rebellious one among them were extremists, called themselves Boko Haram. They said they are wrong and they are right. They are wrong in the sense that they began to kill. They are correct in the sense that they have seen also in their own perspective the havoc it has created. But the main thing is the fact that the school is not fitted for the reality of this present world. With all those who are subscribed for the strawberry, it is well. Just calm down. I'm sure the only punishment is that you will take my session in the afternoon. So I've taken your time already. You have to argue in your background that why is it that you just begin to ask those questions. Why is it that somebody is so intelligent in class? A student. Why is it that he will now, with his A, make 5 points, first class, do his master's, rise, and when he gets a job at UPTH, his dream is to rise from a medical doctor to become chief medical director. And he will spend 35 years. And after gray hair, they will now retire with a plaque and a plasma TV with long service award. Why is it that professors don't become billionaires? Why is it that somebody who spent 9, 10, 11 years to become a child accountant is chartered to account for money he can never earn? Why is it that the A students, as sharp as they are, they do not have the managerial skill to manage anything except to listen to instruction? Why? I know why. The books I read that I know why. They will not allow you to read it in business school. They will not bring the grunt of the giants for you to read. They will never teach you in other business school principles of wealth creation. Because you are supposed to work for those who have the wealth with all your intelligence. You know why? Slave trade was converted to wage slave. Oh. You make all those arguments in your background. Can you please help me pick this paper? Thank you. We were in a meeting. I saw a paper on the floor. She left her high seat and she went to pick it and put it in her bag and went back to sit. I said, this woman, we have the same values. It's 38 years. I drop paper on the floor. One day in Abuja, in my Tama, I was driving. One man was taking a granite. He just threw it. And the people who are even cleaning Those women that are sweeping, they are still walking. The woman just, I cross the man. I just cross him like this. And I hold up. I say, you have to pick everything. If NT will come and pick this one, let them pick this news here. Let's leave that one for another day. Background. You make those arguments. And then you go to the chapter 2. Chapter 2 now is introducing Redeemer's Entrepreneurship College in capital letters. Please don't forget, if you don't have a good graphic artist, don't write a corporate profile. Let me write it down. If you don't have a good graphic artist, don't write a corporate profile, because you will be misrepresenting. It is better not to even have graphics at all than to be doing rubbish. If you don't have a good graphic artist, you see now, I have over 28 graphic artists. I'm still looking for one. Maybe there is somebody here who is a guru. And there is no amount of money I can't pay a graphic artist. There is no amount of money. The guy who did this book for me, this is my big book. I have not finished paying him. This guy has swallowed about 4 million. And I have not finished paying him. I can never stop finishing. Where I'm going is to get that guy a house. Because each day I see 100,000 alert on my phone. I'm always very happy. 734 pages. Somebody sat down and designed it. And the book took me to the Senate. Took me to places that I can never imagine I can get to. Because I have a graphic artist who, I don't joke with that boy. He's the best, but I'm still looking for graphic artists. So represent what you write with graphics if you want an appeal. If you want to create an appeal for people to patronize you, it goes a long way. That's what I'm trying to say. So the second chapter is introducing Redeemer's Entrepreneurship Academy. Now, at that point, you will now begin to say, the Redeemer's Entrepreneurship Academy has to come at such a time as this because other secondary schools are chunking out academic derelicts. We see a need we have identified this need. That's why we are converting our schools to Entrepreneurship Academy, where students will see the business side of physics, chemistry, biology. At Redeemer's Entrepreneurship Academy, we'll be seeking them instead of seeking the job. It is a secondary school whereby all teachers are trained as entrepreneurs before they begin to teach. It's a school whereby the students will see the business side or in the life of his class teacher. It's a school that every periodic meeting, interaction with the parents and teachers, it is to teach the parents on what to tell the children. Because it will take a serious campaign to change the mindset of our parents. Go to school, get a degree, get a job. Go to school, get a degree, get a job. Because that's what their father told them. But by 2000, that narrative have changed. Because now, all this curriculum, do you know in our Nigerian university, 80% of our curriculum, they are 20 years behind. You see why I didn't send my child to university now? I'm the only parent. I've never seen any parent in this country who agrees with me. They say, let her go to university. Let her go. She has to go. She has to go. And I don't want anybody to agree. Because my daughter herself does not even agree. She said she don't want. She repeated GS1 in Abuja, so I sent her to Abiona to a leadership school where they are doing. She said, what do you like? She said, I want to be a photographer. I said, okay. So I bought her a camera, and the school, they are offering photography in GS and SS. I bought her a small camera in GS1. By the time she got to SS class, I bought her a bigger camera. When she finished, I sent her to Studio 24 to spy, to study as an apprentice for 6 months. Then thereafter, I sent her to Dubai, to Johannesburg, to learn photography in one of the studios there. Then after I sent her to Dubai to learn photography. And she's back in the country now. She's not a wedding party photographer. She's not waiting for burial. She's not waiting for birthday or housewarming. She's not that kind of a. She's a photographer for what I'm teaching you. Because I discovered in Abuja over 16,000 organizations, only about 3% has a functional corporate profile. So I will write the profile, she will pick the pictures, and our fiancé will do the graphics. So when I collect 1 million, I will give her 20%, 200,000. I will give the boyfriend 200,000. Me, I will keep 600,000. Everybody's happy. So my daughter doesn't go out. She doesn't carry camera around looking for anybody. She's still in my house. She has her studio. The house is big, 6 rooms. I gave her 1 room as her studio. She's not looking for anybody who's doing birthday, anybody who's doing burial. She's not finding, because she entered a market that she has destroyed competition and make all competitors irrelevant. At the Chris, me, I'm teaching everybody like this, and I will now not. They went for masters because of joblessness. Everybody keep pretending, no problem. We day here. My son, my firstborn is a doctor. The secondborn is a lawyer. The thirdborn is a lawyer. He's an engineer. All of them are broke. Even the lawyer is collecting 35,000 naira per month. And you are sharing the testimony. Okay. Number 3. Do I have a timekeeper today? The third thing, I'm looking at the time, 10:30. I don't want to waste opening charge. Okay. How to assess. Okay. 11. All right. I'm still within the time frame. Okay. I'm supposed to stop by 11:50. Toki, please. When it's 11:40, please give me a sign. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Shegun will be coming, and thereafter, please give me a sign when it's 11. I don't understand this digital. Okay, that's my time that is left. Please give me. It didn't work for me yesterday. Better. I have how many minutes more now? 1 hour. Please let me use it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm good now. Please, I couldn't use it yesterday. Thank you. Better. Why? Is because number 1 is what? Number 2 is, chapter 2 is what? Chapter 2 is introduction. Introducing the year. When you introduce it, you give your... Don't forget I told you yesterday, the same principle of saying the same thing 20 times using different language is the same that applies here. Because somebody somewhere will see your website and see your profile there. Somebody is somewhere... I don't joke with profile. If I write business plan for you, I will write your profile for you also. I will create a website for you also. And project you in such a way that when you are talking to your investors, they will know you are serious. It's key. In this country, we want to do nothing and collect something. So the introduction is when you will introduce the organization. Aims and objective. Our aims and objective is to move our students from being entrenched with the academic work into entrepreneurship in all the academic activities. Number 2 is to raise a set of teachers that will be business friendly even in the classroom. Number 3 is to, please, let's put our phone on silence, number 3, Redeemers Entrepreneurship Academy. That is what? R-E-A. So that will be faster for me. REA, you now begin to use the abbreviation. REA is being established in order to develop the spirit of enterprise among students. Number 4, REA is set up to help the children to develop saving culture, catching them young. Number 5, REA is being established in order to build the career ones among them. It's not everybody that is that kind of an entrepreneur. It's to build the career ones among them that they will not be job seekers, rather, job will be seeking for them. Number 6, REA is being established in order to mentor the Federal Ministry of Education on the new definition of business, on the new definition of education in the education industry. REA, number 8, is being established in order to make our, I love this number 8. REA is being established in order to raise inventors among our wards. Inventors. You will see a child, one guy, one boy, just 16, he wrote an app. Google saw it. And Google said, you did this? The boy did it with his laptop in the corner of his room. When Google saw it, Google needed it, Google began to negotiate. Please guess where they started negotiating from. They started the negotiation from $500 million. A minor. Please, let's put our phone on silence so that we can enjoy the class together. I will tell you all the 17 chapters without looking at any book. What is on my head is heavy. That's why I'm looking for people to coach. And I can't do much with the crowd. That's the reason why I asked for the business, for the master class. Because then I can, because if you don't have people you pour yourself into, Tobore is coming now. Tobore, you were here about 2 years ago. She entered my master class. She will share her testimony. I have plenty of them in this town, in Abuja, that have impacted. And they are making it. Some of them are even far more richer than me. Let me stop at, that's enough. I can do 50 if I sit down to write. So, but I don't have time. Number 1 is what? Number 2 is what? Number 3 is what? Number 4. Vision statement. Number 4, vision statement. The vision statement of REA. Make sure your vision, please, just like I'm sure Shegun will have told you yesterday. Number 4 is mission statement. How you will get there. Number 5 is mission statement. Sorry. Number 4 is mission statement, where you are going. Number 5 is mission statement, how you will get there. Number 4 is vision statement, meaning where you are going. Where you are going. Then number 5 is mission statement, how you will get there. I have to do number 4 and number 5 together, but don't add them together because they are two different things. Don't forget, number 4 is vision statement, that is where we are going. And number 5 is mission statement, how we will get there. You know, if you will, let me just quickly make sure that your vision statement is very short. Let me create one here. Raising job creators. Or converting, raising job creators, or you can say developing inventors. Mentoring inventors. Very short. That is where you are going. You want them to become job creators or inventors. Then mission statement number 5 now is to raise a generation of students that will become instrumental in the economic emancipation of their country through entrepreneurship development by every means. Can you see now? I've been able to mention how we'll get there. Do you get it? Do you get it? I don't want to, I want to quickly move fast. I'm going to 17th chapter and I just have 52 minutes more. Do you get it? Let me do another mission statement. For those of us who might not, because it's quite long. Let me go another route. Mission statement, how we'll get there. To raise a generation of students by catching them young, to raise a generation of students who will be captains of industries and inventors through diverse entrepreneurship coaching activities. Have I tried, or should I give the third one? Is that okay? We should move on. It's just because of your sake. I will keep coining out because I have over 300 businesses inside of me that is crazy. So to enter anywhere, it's not difficult. The only challenge I have is time. But that's why definitely one will. Number 6, core values. Our core values. Number 6, our core values. Our core values. When you get to core values, this is the way you do the core values. You see, you will write, that's why I told you need a very good graphic artist. You will write in capital letters, a core value, you must have at least 5 or 6 core values. Now, let's build core values for REA. Number 1, excellence. Capital letters. In front of the excellence, now, graphic artists know what to do. You now write there, at REA, excellence is a minimum requirement in the School of Success. Number 2, hard work. We believe that at REA, we believe in mental toughness. Number 3, are you following me? Number 1 is what? Under core values, excellence. Second one is what? At REA, we believe in mental toughness. Number 3, teamwork. At REA, together everyone achieves more. That's team. That's type T. Together. E, everyone. A, achieve. And M, more. Number 4, synergy. At REA, we believe 6 plus 6 can give us 20. That we team together to do stuff. It's synergy. Synergy and teamwork is not the same. Synergy is when you now deploy the law of exponential growth to achieve anything. And number 5, respect. Because the school system with character, respect or integrity. You know. And then in front of that, you now write, we are at REA, we are raising promise keepers. You get it? Your graphic artists know what to do. You just write the right thing. That's why, I'm telling you, see, I trust God in 2022 that I will raise at least 50 better consultants than me. 50 better public speakers than me. That's what when I say the light, more than 2 men in this town, but I've raised over 50 women. What is wrong? Now, women. I look, except for Dr. Pepple and this other pastor, all the rest are women, wife of pastors. I think I need to be prayed for. Don't mind me. My mother is a widow for over 40 years, and I have a special passion for women. I am passionate. When I see beautiful faces, my brain is always very correct. Why are you laughing? Everybody have their strengths. That's my strength. And God is so faithful. I don't wonder when I was not born again, I was just chasing girls up and down. No wonder. So meaning that when God is going to use you, when the devil will say using you, will just be using you one. But when God grab you, you used to take Igbo. By the time you become pastor, everybody spoken Igbo. When they come to your church, you have a message for them. Am I correct? No wonder. I just remember now. But I give glory to God that I got born again. I don't chase girls anymore now. I tell them to chase Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's good to chase Jesus. I love righteousness. I hate wickedness. I hate sin with passion now. But I still love women. With pure heart and a clean hands. Hallelujah. Now, watch this. When you get to core values, please, you must be very careful to make sure that your core values are your core values indeed. Very important. Let's go to the next one. Number what now? Number 7. Thank you. The 7th chapter of a corporate profile is called Meet Our CEO. Don't forget that it's a document that is the bride of the organization. You are showing. So when you say Meet Our CEO, it's not if it's Meet Our CEO, Dr. Selema, you don't go and put the picture when she carried the microphone with art during women convention in the church. That's not the picture you go and put there. Dr. Selema must go to Studio 24, take picture and post. Not the one when she's doing, let's go fishing. Not the picture that when she's doing burial, you go and put there. Hear me now. Whose phone is ringing? Please help us. It cuts my flow. It's the Holy Spirit who leads me. When I'm interrupted, watch Ben Hinn when he's doing healing. No, he won't allow anybody to move because the Holy Spirit is very detailed. So in my own way, I'm ministering now. All this moving around and it's distracting me. Help me, please, so that I can help you. Just station yourself. Put your phone on silent. For you to be here, it means that you really cherish this time. Please, I want to beg of you. If I speak for 1 hour and I'm paid $1 million and I'm speaking to you for free, don't. All the about almost 100 of them, every one of them is coming for the master class. The Oga just told them, I wire their money. Please, I want all of them to attend. All of them said yes. So I want to beg of you, when you now have something free, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Be serious about it. Put your phone on silence. If you must speak it, step out carefully and just don't distract me. Because my teacher is the Holy Spirit. I don't lecture people. I am a messenger. So help me. Thank you very much. Number what? What is number 7? Meet our CEO. We put, you put the CEO's picture there, the best, a corporate dress that she took in a professional studio with high resolution, so that when it comes out on the internet, or on your website, or in the printed corporate profile, it's sharp. You must don't make it be intentional, and then you now put a profile there. Dr. Selema Nwoye, all the awards, you blow. If you know blow your trumpet, nobody go blow them for you. Be deliberate. Be deliberate. Somebody is looking at you. Somebody is watching your website from Kenya, from Australia, from Canada. You are selling yourself to over 7 billion people in the world. So be intentional. When that is done, you will now go to the next one, which is number 8. Meet our team. At that point, you can now say, when it comes to meet our team, it can be subdivided. The school administrator, the principal, the vice principal, the academic, the head of the academic, the registrar. Just at that point, every one of them. Professional photographer picks the picture at a very strategic place, and the pictures are taken, and you write their profile there, and then the team. You don't need to write all about the team. Just write their names, and then you put it there. The 10th number what now? Yeah. Our school premises or our environment. At that point now, you have the opportunity to showcase your apparatus, your entrepreneurship development center. You are selling your corporate profile. And I'm so surprised. I've not even found any consultant like me who talks about corporate profile. You know why? It's the way we make money. What people used to make money is what I come out and I throw out. So that I will not go and keep myself with information overload. I told you yesterday, carry the business. If you have an idea, you are afraid of people from stealing it, you don't have an idea yet. I'm telling you, if you have an idea that heaven breathed upon it, it's something nobody can steal. So very important. As we do that, that's number what? Number 10 now is, this number 10 is another very important aspect you must not play with. Our achievements. The awards, the competition you went to, quiz competition, debate competition, your trophies, in sports, you put all those things there. Very important. Very, very important. When you are done with that, you now go to the next phase, our company location, or you call it our location. That's when you get to our location, your graphic, you will now give a reason that entrepreneurship, our Redeemed Christian Church of God is a global church, but our model parish has to start this vision. That is why we are relocated at Redemption Camp. We put it there. You must explain why it is that venue. And if you now have more branches, your graphic artist knows what to do. Even if you have 200 branches, 300 branches, he knows what to do. Our location. The head office, the model school, those are the church started from Ebute Meta. So where it's situated, as at the time you are doing it, whether you started from all the regions, whatever, there is the chapter. Chapter, what is that? Very important. Very, very important. Now, let me quickly say this as I go. The way you write a corporate profile for an hospital is not the same way you write for an hotel. It's not the same way you write. Do you understand? That's why I say let us pick one so that I will not be going up and down. That's why I pick a school. There are some information you don't need, but which you need for others. Do you get it now? The way you write for laundry service is not the way you're going to write for somebody who is an automobile engineer. It's not the same thing you go to write if you are running a restaurant. So they're very, very important. We are just trying to find a model, and we picked a school. You get it? So now, when you are done with that, you will now go to chapter 12, which is our Swot analysis. Swot analysis. Swot is, S is what? W is what? O is what? And T is what? Clap for yourself. Now, you see, you now to your strengths. If a whole redeem starts such, your strength is number. Your strength is the social capital of redeem. The meaning that if redeem be the first to start this, the only problem you have is that you have problem of accommodation because people from look, I told someone, I said, if it's an individual that will start an entrepreneurship academy in this town, people will carry their children from their church school and bring, you know why? Okay. The person who is interpreting sign language, please come and meet me here. I heard the news yesterday that some of our special friends are around. Let the person meet. Where's the person? Please come. Come. Thank you. At least we have 38 minutes left. So help me tell our brethren to... So tell them that you are there and you are going to do the interpretation for them. Thank you. Begin to show them the sign so that they can know you are there. Thank you. The SWOT analysis. Let us dissect that of redeem. Strength. What are the strengths? Numbers. What again is the strength of redeem? Eh? Spread. That's it. What's another strength? People, education is generic. Everybody is educated. Even me that have not collected my HND certificate, I'm educated too. I'm not a dropout. I still went. You say what? Reputation, social capital. I'm telling you. So let's go to weakness. Weakness is what? What can we say as a weakness for now? Wow, I like that. But how can we coin it out? It's true. The brand called Redeem, you have not tapped up to 15% of the potential. Aya. This ministry is powerful. But you are yet to tap into the potential. You can shut this country down. Powerful. So how can we coin out? The weights. Because please note this. Let me write this down. It's no more the big that. Let me write it down and keep it with your left hand. Don't use it to eat. It's no more the big that eats the small. Now, it is the fast that does what? That eats the slow. That's why every David is taking out Goliath now. Because a David is swift. A David company does not need all the bureaucracies. It takes its decision. It moves. I don't think we have the strength. We have the liver to talk about the weakness already. Let's go to the next one, please. I want to grow up. Let's go up, please. I beg. Don't put me into trouble. Next one. Opportunities. Opportunities. Which one? I know they talk weakness. Oga, I beg. Leave that one. Let's go to the next one. Opportunity. What are the opportunities? Opportunities are what? Every resource member has the opportunity to emerge. That's it. You have a lot of huge opportunities. It's a solid brand. And anyone who takes advantage of the brand profitably will go far. It's a very powerful brand. So opportunities abound. Opportunities in any industry. So as far as the school is concerned, the opportunities you have is that your opportunity to be overpopulated. You have opportunities to have oversubscription. If I have the privilege to meet Daddy now and we set up and we convert the one in the redemption camp to, and we start as a model, it will definitely be oversubscribed. We can conveniently sit down 50,000 students there. Big time. Instead of building 2-story building, we can build 7-story building. Because of space. And have facility that can take and then chunking out entrepreneurs. Big time. In larger scales. Are you not in this country? In 2013, when Dangote said he wanted, Agberos are driving his truck, and he wanted to employ graduates. Have you forgotten? November 2013. And Dangote said he just bought 2,000 trucks, so he needed 2,000 drivers who are graduates. Can I remind you the statistics? 6.1 million first-degree holders applied to drive trucks from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. Don't shake your head yet. Just wait for me. 2.3 million master's degree holder. You know the most painful part that shocked Dangote? Over 200,000 PhD holders. Dangote said, yeah, when they brought the report to him. If you are Dangote, which category will you pick your drivers from? 2,000 minus 200,000. You are now, somebody was frowning at me when I say, I didn't send my daughter to university. No, so the one man over in front at one point, he knows, when I say, he look at me like this, I think, that's not right. Sit down there. It's painful. The one that shook everybody was what happened in 2019 March. That NNPC wanted just 500 jobs. Somebody guess, who is in the news. How many people applied? 30 million application. No. My son in 200 level now in Base University now, he just turned 18 now, he can drive, I'll get him a Toyota Corolla. And the boy is so enterprising. He said, before I get the Corolla, Daddy, I gathered this money. Let's use the money to buy Keke Napep first. Let me have about 3 Keke Napep so that the boy has a business sense, not be here. And the boy too, he said something the day I went to collect his final results at secondary school. I was shocked. He just collected it like this. Said, Daddy, so I sat in this school for 6 years to collect this paper. I acted as if I didn't hear him. Like father, like. Just leave us alone. Rockefellers, the Ford families, the Vanderbilt families, the Ford families. Their classroom is in their father's workshop. And their monies can never finish. Let's quickly move to the next one. Threats. You know threats. Threats are things that frightens us, things that are not convenient, things that insecurity is a threat. Mediocrity is a threat. The Fulani agenda is a threat. They have a lot of threats. Threats are always there. Let's go to the chapter what now? Chapter 13 is pest analysis. P for political, E for economy, S for social, T for technology. Now, let's do the pest analysis of REA, Redeemers Entrepreneurship Academy. Pest, political. How can political influence affect us? Redeem is non-partisan. It's neither PDP or APC. Redeem is a Christian organization, but yet there are going to be some political undertone that can affect us. Economy. The economic impact, how is it going to affect REA? The school fees is not going to be cheap because we want to have, the economy is not too good. So it's the board of directors, we need to put heads together to make sure that the fee is understandable and affordable by an average person. And then looking at the social impact. Well, if you look at the community we are, Redeem, the headquarters is located in the southwest, so we have a lot of value for education. So definitely, in fact, everything just fits in. Technology, it's going to be driven by the social media. It's going to be a school that is IT compliant. It's going to be a school that definitely is going to be a school that will have chalk and board. It's going to be a digital class. Classes. We're going to have digital classes whereby all the classwork are digitized. Excellent. Now let's go to chapter 14. Chapter what? Chapter 14. Meet our board of directors. The meaning of having your board of directors is because the people who are your board of directors are people who people want to see that they are part of what you are doing. Your board of directors, people want to see them. I told you my story yesterday. I had a friend who is a big man. And I asked him to come and be the chairman. And by the time I asked him to be the chairman, he said, "Are you sure? That means you will not be only signatory, it will be two of us." I said, "Yes, I want to be accountable. Take 60%, I'll give you 40%, and give me 1 year target. If I don't meet up the target, fire me." It was like, And he now stood up. He now said, I'll do, but, even when if I sign as your chairman, I don't need to give you any money again. I'm not boasting. Any bank you enter in this country, they will definitely want to give you a facility because it's me. So that's why you need, show me your friends and I'll show you a person who backs you up. People want to see. So it's important for you to have people with reputation capital, people who have the capacity. Your board must be tight. Have people, that's why I love the way Brian Tracy put it. Brian Tracy said, integrity and trust is the glue of business, is the bedrock of business. He said, if we had come into business and there is no integrity and there is the trust, we have to go and find them before we do business, because without trust, without integrity, we cannot run business. And that's key. That's the glue. So people back you up, people want to see it, and that will really be of an advantage to you. Chapter what now? Chapter 15. Who can tell me chapter 1? Number 2, chapter 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. See, make sure that each of these chapters you are on point about it. Your argument is correct, and make sure after you have written it, before you give it to a graphic artist, you have a very good editor. Pay an editor to edit it for you. I'm so happy that my next 3 books, God's General Nigeria, God's Father Brand Nigeria, and Young Ministers Handbook, we are subscribing all, the editorial team of Robert Liadon is doing it for us at a fee. Because he was telling me, I said, he's been reading my book, these 101 Laws, and he loves it so much. He said, now, James, you are going to the next level now. There is some things I want you to add when you write that will create an international appeal, because when we finish God's General Nigeria, definitely it's going to be translated into other languages. So you need to ensure that you have the right people to actually help you midwife your thoughts. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Now, this chapter 15, according to the part we are taking of Arihe. Now, this one now is the crux, the cocoa of the matter. That's when you now put our entrepreneurship courses or our entrepreneurship curriculum. This is the place that your selling point is. Principles of business, laws of entrepreneurship, how to write business plan, how to write corporate profile, principles of marketing, branding, corporate profile, principles of alignment, all the relevant courses. And when you mention the course, let me show you from my brochure what I'm trying to say. I think I brought a copy of our brochure. See, those who register for the master class will take. This is our coaching manual. Our own coaching manual at JV Consults is like this. So Inside our brochure, I had to summarize everything here. But look at it carefully. When I get to a course, very good. Look at this one now. Camera, okay. Personal branding. Look at that. I will now explain it. Page after page. So, in 48 hours now, I'm covering this. Everyone who paid the 100,000 will have a copy of this and will go for it one after the other. So, in your own corporate profile, what you do is that you will mention the course, the way I say personal branding. What is personal branding? You will explain it just in summary. What is corporate governance? You write it, corporate governance. Your graphic artist will give you something like this. It will create an image, legal processes, for startups. What you need to do when you are starting a business, corporate, is it corporate liability? What are the things you need to do? Are you going for production? The NAFDAC, we have a course. So you mention your selling point, a secondary school. Man, that a child will go through and he doesn't need any business school again. Come on now. That's where I want my child to go. Because for a secondary school, all this big grammar here, I have another curriculum for a secondary school. This is for post-secondary school. You see, I told you now that I've been preparing this to meet this general overseer, 150 of them for 2009. You know why? You can only control your preparation, you cannot control your opportunity. When they tell you you have 10 minutes, what is your business? And you are stammering. Man, you missed it. May you never miss it in Jesus' name. When your opportunity comes, the way it came for Daniel, the way it came for Joseph, my prayer is that you will take 100% of that opportunity in the name of Jesus. Great men don't have time. They have a very short attention span. They have several people to see. When they say it's time for you to talk, and you cannot find something missing and show them that if you have to behave like Joseph, I have no man. You must download something that they will tell you, say, we need now. This is that you are reporting to me directly. This has to be done. Very important. That's chapter what? Chapter 16 now. Meets our affiliations. Your affiliations are schools that are like you, that you go to their inter-house sports, that you go to their literary and debating days. The Loyola Jesuits. You, with their permission, because they are your sister schools, you have their logo. You put their logos there. Eco-Atlantic, what do you call this? Those beautiful schools that are be best of the same feathers. So you find their logo, because that's the same way they put your logo too in their own logo, in their own profile. You put their logo there. And the final chapter 17, is called Executive Summary. Your executive summary is the summary of chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All the chapters 1 to 16 is summarized in the 17th chapter called Executive Summary. The executive summary comes first if you are writing a business proposal. But your executive summary comes last if you are writing a corporate profile. Because at your profile, you are showcasing, you are not asking somebody, your appeal is not, oh, come and fund me. I've started the business, this is what I'm doing. At the end of the day, this is summary. You're welcome, sir. The final one is that executive summary. I have 17 minutes left now. At this point now, I want you to pause and ask yourself a question. Yes, even if I don't have 100,000 to do master class with GFK, I think I can move on from here. Because what I'm sharing with you, no consultant likes me talking about it because it's our trade secret I'm throwing out. This is what I do. I mean, if not for security reasons, I charge as much as 3 million, 4 million. A man puts me in the hotel for 17 days and was paying 160,000 every day just for me to write. And it will now shock you that I wrote this one with my phone, my Joni. You remember Joni phone? I'm talking of 2016 or 2015. I wrote it, I was typing. I wouldn't even know, because you know Joni has long battery. The battery span is very, I was, I had the internet, whatever I need, I'll go to the internet, I'll get it, I'll lift it, I was doing my research. Or with the phone, when the phone is around 2%, I'll plug it, I'll go and swim, I'll come back again. And by the time I raise my head, I've done about 120 pages. And I'll sent it from there, mail it to my editor. He edited it. I looked at it again. When I looked at it, I was putting something together again. By the time I put something again, it was around 130 something pages. I sent it to him on my phone. He sent it back to me. It's okay. And I'll send it to the graphic artist. I moved about 200,000 to the graphic artist. He said it's not enough. I moved another 200,000. He moved. Then, in about 4 days' time, I was telling him, he would do a conference call. I'll be telling him, I could do it. Later, I asked him to come and join me. He spent like 3 days with me. When I was done, he went to print. As at the 17th day, I had a copy. And I gave, the man came to the hotel and I said, this is your stuff. And I pocketed 3 million. I write project plan for governors who want to be governors. 8-year plan, 4-year plan, with this principle. Because I'm not a consultant, I'm a messenger. Doctors will write in a way you will not understand. When the lawyer begins to tell you that, offeror, the appellants and the well, there is intentional. When the pharmacists begin to write in the way that you can't understand. So I know I cannot be liked by professionals. They will say it's unprofessional, but can I tell you something? This is my gospel. This is the gospel I have been sent to preach. My grandfather was a pastor. My father was a pastor. I pastored for 10 years. But Proverbs 25:2 says, it is the glory of God to conceal the matter. It is the honor of King to search it out. When I sought it out, God said, no, what I give you is too big for a local assembly. Go and take it to the body of Christ. So I want to beg of you, don't ever. I had no 100,000 to go for any coaching. Uncle John Weyala brought, she brought Uwin. Uwin is 10 million naira grants. And I began to write these things, and I went to the site and I applied. Graciously, I've already secured my partnership with NYC to coach all the core members. While other consultants are running around for chasing politicians, looking for coaching, and then some of them even do some bad things that can never, they will go and collect coaching jobs, and they will not go for the coaching, and they will give people certificates. I say, hey. Say, I'm not part of this, so. But I waited, I kept writing, I kept studying, I kept researching. So I want to beg of you, don't ever think less of yourself because you don't have money. No, I disagree with you. Money is not the issue. In a plane, Lagos, Heathrow, as you enter the British Airways, there is first class, there is business class, There's economy. Everybody's going to where? Everybody's going to London. So the person who paid me 2 million because she wants to write a business plan, she's sourcing for 250 million, it's because she can afford it. The person who is saying, okay, James, you know what? I just want to follow you 48 hours, 100,000. Yes. You can afford it. But you that you don't have such and you sit down and you have heard this guy, all the things he have said. Come on now. And you begin to burn the midnight and make your brain to sweat. That's okay. How can I write for an hospital now? How can I write for a school? How can I write for a laundry? How can I write for a restaurant? How can I write for? Because what I gave you now, if you really, really understand what just happened now, I have given you a fortune. I'm telling you. When the phone packed up, Gioni, I now went to my accounts. I found out that phone journey for about 2 years and 4 months fetched me about 40-something million. I conduct a burial service for that phone. When the phone finally died, I said, this phone, you have served me. If you see where I buried the phone. Even when I buried my BlackBerry too. When I buried the journey beside it now. You know, but you have a phone. And you'll be insulting people on Facebook. You'll be chatting. I said, what will have built you a house? What will have given you a fortune? What will have given you a car? All the whiskey, you are following people up and down, roaming around on Instagram, roaming around. And I found out something, sir. It is what you do on your phone that your children will do on their phone. If you do pornography and you hide from them, your children will do it. This is an anointing that come like this. Because periodically, I'll just gather all the tablets of my children, all their laptops. So yeah, unlock it, unannounced. I didn't even know I don't need to cheat them, not to go to a wrong site. I didn't know they are watching me. Punching, doing research. The internet in the house is 3. One must work. Everybody. My last born is 7 years old. If there is Wi-Fi here, it doesn't need your code. You go enter. He won't ask you. As you just see it on your tablet, no problem. He knows what, and I don't even know. Who teaches those children? Sir, who knows your phone between you and your child? Who knows the phone pass? Tell me the truth.
It's my child.
With that small hand, I want to ask, who they teach them? See, it's their age. It's their age. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing left, do what I do, not do what I say. Just be doing the right thing. They are watching you. You cover yourself and you're watching pornography. You are at your age. And you now have a strong face. Children, it's time for morning devotion. You are lying. They know where you're coming from. They're just like, see daddy. See daddy. Dad. They know you now. Your face is very strong with your bia. They are not afraid. They know you. They know where you hide your head. Your tail is coming out. I want to play with us. Let us understand how. I'm not so much of an IT person. But my phone is busy. My tablet is busy. I didn't even know that COVID-19 is coming. I was paying 250,000 for my office per month in my Tama. 2018, I shut down. God told me to. In fact, 2017, I shut down. I didn't know that COVID-19 was coming. God told me to start practicing from home. God still told me to use my tablet and my phone as my office. He told me to decentralize all my staff. So all my staff, I have staff I've not seen for 3 years or 4 years. I have staff that I don't need to see them. By the nicer 2 million target credit facility, the one who are coming to the house, my driver, my graphic artist, and my IT boy, nicer took them away from me. How? They collect 2 million target credit. My driver says, I just bought Toyota Corolla. My daddy never had a car. Nobody in my family ever had a car before. So this 2 million, I bought Toyota Corolla, so I want to resign. So my driver abandoned me when they collected 2 million from Lifestyle. The boy abandoned me. When I even come and say, Peter, I don't know how to go and preach somewhere. Can you come and carry? Okay, I just had somebody just booked me now. When he told me first time, second time, third time, the third time, I respected myself. I packed myself one side. I didn't instruct them. I didn't know when they put their name. Say, this man, you go to Port Harcourt and be speaking grammar. You go to Lagos, you'll be speaking grammar. We are here. You know. Next, I just brought the names out. Number one. Number two. I said, what's happening? Sir, we have resigned, sir. So I want to plead with you, understand you have a virtue in your hand today. Definitely, even if you don't leave, you can't work with me for more than 24 months. After 24 months, I will send you away. Because how can you work with me for 24 months and you are still waiting to be collecting 150,000? That means that you are not learning anything. The staff I have now, most of them pay me to work with me. The husband will just tell the husband, I don't want to work again. Please, I want to follow this man. How much it costs? Please pay him. If I finish working with you, I know what next to do. So I want to beg of you, you can position yourself, their life it looks as if my other colleagues used to say, James, are you sure he's not a loser? I said, I'm not losing. I came to do a free bono here. In between it, somebody just asked me to come and speak to almost 100 bankers, and the rest is history. I didn't plan it. So I want to beg of you, don't live on the grabbing side of life. Begin to live on the giving side of life. What did I say now? What did I say now? Live on the give. I never imagined. I didn't plan it. I didn't even see it coming. I just entered that boardroom yesterday and I started talking. And as I stepped out, they said, no, we want your contacts. When is your next program? We want to attend. Your Instagram link. I was so sure when I went last night when I opened my Instagram, all of them have started following me. So, in 4 minutes left, I want to just make this announcement. Dr. Shegun is not here. If he's not here, that means Tobere, you are lucky. You have to come and take your class. Get ready. If you're a very good graphic artist, please, Miss Umo, please come. And then, media, please help me to project our bank accounts. For those of us who registered for the masterclass, 48-hour masterclass on the 5th of February, media, please, I gave the account to you yesterday. Please help us to project it. For those of us who registered with Mrs. MM yesterday, Miss MM, please, Mrs. MM, please come. Those of us, I told you, if you want to, you are a good graphic artist, please see her. You can work under pressure, see her. You are a very good video editor and cinematographer, please see her. You are a very good cinematographer and a video. For my projects that will be for God's General Project, crossing from one state to another, I want to recruit my staff on this platform. If you are a very good IT person, please see her. If you are a very good driver who knows the terrains, interstates, please see her. You can work under pressure, you can drive in the midnight, please see her. Definitely there is security. We have 2 vehicles, an Hilux and yes. Okay, yes. You will definitely be protected. So I need actually 2 drivers. Please see her. And then for those of us, yes, from today, for those of us who have registered for the 100,000 48th masterclass, we are on a journey. And the journey is that on the 5th of February, we start that journey. We will work out the time, other hours I'll be taking you one-on-one. But from tonight, we're going to open a WhatsApp group. And from tonight, I'll start sending you messages. The class even starts today. By the time Mrs. MM opened the WhatsApp group, what title did you give the master group? Masterclass Okay, just give it Masterclass 2022. Let it be the title of the word. You see, you see it on your Masterclass 2022 will hit. You'll be a member of the WhatsApp. Don't delete yourself from you are the one we've given you. Is it a WhatsApp number they gave you? Yeah. Okay. So you will see that, and I will start lecturing you from today. By the 5th, you will have understood where we are going. And also, for those of us, that's it. Thank you very much. You can have a seat. For those of us who cannot afford 100,000, please, there's something I want to do for us. Because for davidadewuyi to organize this program, for you to come, I want to make sure that you are happy. And what I decided to do is that, please, Mrs. M, please, sorry, I need you again. You need to give her your email address. Give her your email address. All the funding organizations that I told you outside Nigeria, for the ones among us who are very serious-minded, the only challenge you have, look at what happened yesterday now. If I say that, some people will now begin to come to me. One young man came to me yesterday and I was so much impressed. He said, sir, I don't have 100,000, all I have is 50. He's the only one I will agree. I'm just a share. Everybody will come. And the boy, I said, please register your name. I'm not going to do that for somebody else, but I just said that. Please see her, give her your email address. I'm going to send you the contact of all those financial institutions. It's not, don't clap. Thank you. Don't clap. Give it to her. I will send them to you. The only difference is that you will make your brain to sweat and sit down and apply. Apply. Pastor Shegun is going to come and teach you how to apply for Tony Elumelu. We are going to teach you. And that's why this program is being set, it's been organized. And then we did something yesterday that is wrong, including me. And we have to correct it today. I want the ushers to bring back the offering basket. Only Pastor Edmond gave yesterday that I saw. That the other day we said something. He said, this program is free, but definitely we are under AC. Generator is running. Running cost is running. There are costs. We gave us water yesterday and again today. It comes at the cost. Don't like it. So please, ushers, bring that. I'm going to put my offering down there, and please do so too. That is the way our fathers taught us. Let us make sure we give. You can clap for this one now. Clap. Put your hands together for this. Let us give. Give that 1,000 naira. Give that 500 naira. Please, where are the ushers? Help me put offering. I'm going to send my own seed, into the account. Please, let us. If you have copied the account, please put the account of the church there now, of King's Palace there. Give to this program. Because don't let it come at a loss to the leadership of King's Palace. At least the money for the diesel. So give into that offering basket. Very important. I'm going to do so and give something worthy there. Very, very important. Okay. Okay, lovely. Please, can I say that?
So they should. Okay, so there's no point meeting me individually for your emails. Okay. We have all that information at the registration point. So just make sure that you sign the attendance sheet. We're going to use the data there to send you information. Thank you.
Yeah. So please, I'm going to send you all the links in Australia, in United Kingdom, in United States, grants, loan. I will send it to you. So you will have it that, okay, that day we invited me 21st and 22nd of January to attend a conference for free. And the group was divided. Some who has a financial wherewithal are following the coach bomber to bomber because they have the financial muscle. I don't have, but yes, I have access to these links. Let me make my brain to sweat. I have no professional to help me midwife it. Let me midwife my baby myself. It's possible. Somebody say it's possible. Somebody say it's possible. So very important, very, very important. So I would like to bring up this, my precious friend. I went to somewhere. Actually, we shared the testimony by ourselves, how we met. And I have great respect for her. And I will say this without any Can you imagine you're mentoring somebody, and when you are mentoring the person also now became your mentor in one side? What she wants to tell you about now, she's consulting for me even about it. Yes, please send your questions as the question is going on. Do we, please, so that we will not do as if we forgot, let us give the offering now. Because the ushers are already standing. The people will just say, Tobora is lecturing. 5 minutes, your time starts now. Give the offering now. Stand up and put something inside. I'll transfer my own. Please put the account there. Let's do it for 5 minutes. Put something there. Whether I like it or yes, stand up and put something there. Let's put something there. Please bring us the accounts again, please. Stand up and put something in that place. I want to plead with you. Let us respect leadership. Davidadewuyi mentioned that thing yesterday. Only Pastor Edmond stood up. And I woke up this morning, the Holy Spirit rebuked me. That is wrong. Give a seed there. And God will bless you. Beyond what you can imagine. I don't know how to raise funds. I wish I know how to raise funds. I will have pitched one powerful message that will make you to empty your pocket now. But I don't know how to do it. I will have preached one powerful